it's just like when I was younger, I saw Jackie Chan's Legend of the Drunken Master, and I was blown away by it.
Hmm.
And I could remember it. Like I remembered all the choreography for the fight scenes. And then as I got older, like when I was at Blockbuster and watching a bunch of movies, like there were a bunch of action movies that I was seeing that I liked, but given a week, I wouldn't be able to remember. And it got me
Right.
thinking, it's like, okay, why can I remember this thing that I saw when I was six, shot for shot, but I can't remember what I watched last week? And that's when I started like paying attention to stuff like quick cut editing, fight choreography, just filmmaking in general. And as I've gotten older, my appreciation and love for filmmaking has only improved. So yeah, I think there are films that people are always going to appreciate because it's the same with Raiders of the Lost Ark. When I watch any of those Indiana Jones films, I watched all of them, and I'm just sitting there like I totally get why people liked it. I'm a huge fan of practical effects. I always think it's silly when action stars are like, "You can't beat me up. I'm too tough for that." Dominic Toretto never loses anything. Like it's just ridiculous. So it's just like seeing an average guy get by based solely on his wit and tenacity and get beat up along the way and still prevail. I get it. I can only appreciate it on an analytical sense. Like
Right.
as far as pure enjoyment goes, it doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. And can you believe they're making another one of those Indiana Jones? And it's gonna star Harrison Ford or whatever. And it's just like that dude is like 70. Like, what are you
Yeah, it's
doing,
wild.
bro?
It's funny that you like bring up old Indiana Jones because my favorite of the four movies so far is the fourth one, but it's just because of how bad it is.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say,
gonna.
isn't that the most hated one? Like,
Everyone hates it because everyone loves the first three. I'm indifferent towards the first three because I appreciate them on technical level, but on an enjoyment level, they don't do anything for me. Whereas part four is just dumb start to finish. It's not competently made. It's not competently shot. It's oversaturated with CGI. Like watching old man Harrison Ford try to pretend to throw a punch properly and while everything else is going around it, it's just hysterical. And I watched that film like three times. I wasn't sober any of those times, but I loved it every time because it was a great comedy.